All right, let's roll this bad boy.
Toxic Couch TV.
Hello, everybody, and welcome into Toxic Couch Late Night. We are winding down the season pretty quickly here. NFL Championship weekend. Exciting second game. I don't know about that first game because I didn't watch it, so you guys are gonna have to recap me on that. How are we doing today, boys?
I could be better.
So this week on Late Night, we've got the legend John Toma, and then we've got the man who's obligated to be here every single week, Alex Blackwood.
Hey, everybody.
We might as well get right into it. Alex, talk to me about some NFL games here.
All right, we'll start with the AFC Championship. This was one of the worst games I have seen all season. As you can see, it was a 10-7 victory for the Patriots. Let's talk some stats. Drake May went 10 for 21 with 86 yards and a 56.8 passer rating. He also took 5 sacks.
Ooh.
Jarrett Stidham didn't play much better. He went 17 for 31, 133 yards, touchdown, pick, 63 passer rating. So, yeah, this was the battle of who just wanted to lose more, really. RJ Harvey ran for 37 yards on 13 carries. Terrible. Jarrett Stidham ran for 23 yards. Ramondre Stevenson had 71 yards on 25 carries. Also terrible. Neither running back averaged even 3 yards a carry. Receiving, the leading receiver for the pass was Matt Collins with 2 catches for 51 yards. And for Denver, the leading receiver was Marvin Mims, and Cortland Sutton got the sole touchdown that Jarrett Stidham threw.
And it was the first drive, right?
It wasn't the
First
first one,
half.
but it was in the first quarter.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Score.
So I did not see this game. Paint me a picture because I watched the last 4 or 5 minutes where Stidham had that pick on their way down, right? That I saw that to kind of seal the game, and then I saw Drake May take a knee. That's about all I got.
This game was a nightmare to watch. Jarrett Stidham did look good in the first quarter and then just sucked for the next 3. Obviously, you mentioned already the 4th down interception by Christian Gonzalez in the the 4th quarter one that was intercepted by Christian Gonzalez.
Hmm.
Drake May, obviously, he didn't play much better. He did have a touchdown in the second quarter. Um, Lots and lots and lots of missed kicks on both ends. Andy Borregales and Will Lutz both just had a total garbage off in terms of kicking. This would have been a totally different ball game if they could have actually made some kicks. And you'll say, "Oh, but it was a snow game. The snow didn't start until
Didn't start until like
the
the
fourth
fourth
quarter."
quarter.
Yeah,
Love it.
yeah.
So it was just nobody could get anything going.
Yeah,
Uh,
four
I would
total
No
missed
one.
field goals.
And this
I
wasn't
would like
like
to
a
say,
good defensive
oh,
game either. This was just
Horrible
bad,
offense.
bad, horrible offensive play. Broncos
I
best O line in the league, my bum.
I would like to say I called my shot last week. Do you remember when I said Drake May is going to take 5 sacks and still going to win this football game?
That
I
is
do
I
remember
true.
did.
that.
I did. You may. Today may be just Colton on his high horse the whole time because I feel so validated in a lot of the things I've said. Obviously, I didn't get to watch it. A lot of people. I did go back and watch the highlights. Those people who are dogging on Drake May and the Patriots saying they had the easiest road to get here, I cannot believe that. I genuinely can't believe it. Because the thing is that Drake May has beat 3 top 5 defenses every single week he's been in the playoffs. Every
And
single
now he
week.
gets to face Seattle.
Hey, thing is though, sure he's playing good defenses, but what are the offenses he's playing? That Chargers offense, banged up offensive line, Texans offense, CJ Stroud playing like poop,
Right.
Broncos without Bo Nix. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
I
and they're
mean,
only putting up a certain amount of points only because their defense is getting all these turnovers. Like they had 28 points last week against the Texans, but that's because their defense forced like what,
right,
6 turnovers?
right.
I don't know.
So I am gonna pull something up here really quick. We had some comments. Does anybody know who Shadow Walker is on YouTube?
No
No?
idea.
I do
Okay.
not.
Did anybody see these comments on one of our
I did
videos?
I did see it.
Okay, hang on, I'm gonna pull these up. I'm gonna pull these up really quick. All right. Some harsh words, but I would like to address them. You idiots. Pats by 40 even with Bo Nix there? Lol, sure. Keep dreaming. If Bo were there, he would smoke the Pats, fake defense in a massive blowout, and you think the Texans defense is better than what you are about to play against? Just ask the Texans about that. LAO. Drake will be lucky to even play and finish the game against the defense in Denver, period. Wow, that aged like milk, buddy. How about this one? You boys have no clue. Stiddy is the best backup quarterback in the NFL, period, and he has Sam backing him up, bottom line. Drake May, and he spelled May wrong, might I add. M-A-Y, it's
Yep.
M-A M-A-Y-E.
YE.
Uh, will likely get sacked 6 to 8 times. I said that on the show. Thank you. In that clip that he was referring to. And turn the ball over multiple times against the best defense in the NFL. Bottom line, Drake May, spelled wrong again, is not at home and he's about to play one of the loudest stadiums in the NFL, period, against the best defense he saw this season, period, by far the best pass rush in the game, bottom line. And there's more. And he has turned the ball over a lot during the stretch. Wow, he wrote us a whole paper. And these first two games against, wow, he spelled two wrong. In the first 2 games against Broncos defense that has forced 7 turnovers in the last 2 games, they have played the bottom line. What the heck is he even saying? It won't be close. The Broncos with Stiddy at QB will be number 1 RB. J.K. Dobbins coming back. Blah, blah, blah. Bleep the blah. Coming back after missing weeks, even without Bo Nix. Denver's going to win, basically. How'd that go?
Can I have permission to stand up on my chair and start spinning around?
Yes, you could stand up on your chair and start spinning around. But I don't think we'll be able to
Hooray.
see it because you've got the background. No, we can see. Kinda.
It's glitching, but
Okay,
It's
I probably
glitching.
shouldn't do this all the way because I'm using wired equipment here.
Man. I can't lie. This was bad takes. Bad takes left and right. I don't know who that guy is. Shadow Walker 734. So glad that you can hide behind a screen and have terrible takes. That makes me so
Just
happy for
some
you.
8-year-old YouTube kid, probably.
Maybe.
Couldn't
I-
watch it
I
spell
think
the word
the-
two right.
Watch it be somebody that we actually know and we're dogging on them. One of our like actual only people who views us. That'd be kind of funny. No, we're gonna lose viewers. Yeah, I mean, only 2 games this week to go over, but I figured that would be fun. Fun to bring up. Let's go Rams Seahawks. Let me get it up, Alex, and then
yeah, I thought it was
Yeah,
funny
I'm
in
gonna
that
get
in
it
that
up on my
comment.
end too.
I thought it was
Wait,
funny
what?
in that comment. He said that Broncos Stadium is one of the loudest stadiums. I'm like,
I don't.
Seahawks, Lambeau,
Yeah,
Chiefs.
I don't ever think
It's up there.
Seahawks,
I think it's up
or I
there.
do think Seahawks.
It's definitely not the loudest. It's definitely up there.
I think it's one of the hardest stadiums to play in, right? Because of the
height.
altitude. Yeah, the altitude. I mean, that's a tough
Well, that
stadium to
too.
go in and win. Like I don't think that it's because it's so loud. I think it's because you literally have teams huffing for air by the time they get up there.
What happened to the Packers?
Yeah, they just couldn't last for the whole 4 quarters.
Nope.
All right, NFC Championship game, Blackwood, give it to me.
All right. This was obviously much more of a thriller. I didn't get to see much of this. I did get to see the ending. The Seahawks obviously took this one 31-27 over the Rams. Matt Stafford was 22 for 35 with 374 yards and 3 tuds, 127.6 passer rating. For Sam Darnold, he went 25 for 36 with 346 yards and 3 touchdowns, 127.8 passer rating. So very similar. On 19 carries, Kenneth Walker ran for 62 yards. That's 3.3 average. He also had a rushing touchdown. JSN had a monster game. 10 catches, 153 yards, and a touchdown. Cooper Kupp also had a touchdown in that game. More on Cooper Kupp later because we have kind of a story about that.
That's right.
Blake Corum was the leading rusher for the Rams with 55 yards, averaging 6.1 a carry. Kyron Williams had 39 yards on 10. Puka Nacua also had himself a game. 9 catches, 165 yards, and a touchdown. Tay had a touchdown. He also had 89 yards on the game. Parkinson had 62 receiving yards as well. That pretty much does it for offensive stats. Nate Landman forced a fumble for the Rams. Josh Joby and DeMarcus Lawrence both forced fumbles for the Seahawks. None of those fumbles I just mentioned were recovered by the defense. So, yeah, that's pretty much it for stats.
This game was something for sure. I enjoyed watching it. This was one that I got to see the entire second, third, fourth quarter for because I got off of work. Good game. I don't know why people are so upset about the Cooper Kupp call. That doesn't make any sense to me. That seems like a clear catch, unless you guys want to contest me on that. He literally made a football move by extending out his hand. And the ground can't cause a fumble, right? Like that's very common knowledge. It feels like the people who are saying, "Oh my gosh, Bills fans, look away. Look away. The NFL's screwing you." Like two very different calls. How did we feel about that? Catch, no
Yeah,
catch?
no, you put it perfectly. There was a clear football move being made, and Cooper Kupp was down on the ground, cannot cause no fumble. So I stand with you perfectly.
To be honest, I didn't see what they call.
It was that first down in the last 2 minutes of the game where or to send it to the 2 minute warning where they gave him the first down and the catch. And then what wound up happening is Sean McVay used a timeout because he hoped that they would have sent it to automatic review. And then they told him, no, you're going to have to challenge it. But he would have lost the challenge. So he didn't, but he almost lost 2 timeouts on the same play. Yeah, let me see if I can. I don't think they
So
have that.
they stuck with the first down and catch then.
Yep, they stuck with the first down and the catch. But yeah, Alex, let's give me 1 second here and let's talk other Cooper Kupp news, okay? Because as Alex has sent me from Undercover NFL, another great source who tends to break things faster than literally anybody else. This past offseason, the Los Angeles Rams urged wide receiver Cooper Kupp to retire. It is believed that the organization also informed other teams and cautioned them about Kupp's regression and warned potential suitors about paying him anything more than the veteran minimum. Cooper Kupp ended up signing a 3-year, $45 million deal with the Seattle Seahawks, who just ended the Rams season, and it was Cooper Kupp who ended it, and will represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl. Man, I wouldn't be shocked if this is absolutely beyond true, right? Because the Rams let him walk, and then Seattle was a landing spot, and it felt like they wanted to bring Cooper Kupp back, but he was asking too much. And then they have Puka Nacua, and of course he's going to regress because he had that injury. Puka shows up last year, right? I don't that is this
Bring in
a question?
Devontae.
Right, bring in Devontae. Is this a question for anybody why that happened? Alex?
Sorry, I zoned out a little. What did you say just now?
is it any question that of course he regressed because the Rams were moving in a different direction with Puka?
Well, obviously he's not his 2021 Triple Crown self. But he is still a very, very valuable asset, especially in the slot where he has thrived his whole career. Um, so anyone who needs a slot receiver, especially since now they can use Jackson Smith and Jigba more since they got rid of other receivers, this was a great pickup for Seattle, especially since it's very close to Cup's hometown as
Mm-hmm.
well. So Cooper Kupp is thriving right now. He doesn't need any input from anyone else. So,
No,
yeah.
no, not at all. Yeah, this game was definitely an interesting one because people are saying it was blown calls. I don't see how it was blown calls myself, but I would like to bring it up, not to brag, but 6, maybe 7 weeks ago, I said that this was going to be our Super Bowl matchup. It was going to be Patriots and it was going to be Seahawks. And I told you guys on the show last week, I said there is no way in my mind I can see the Seahawks losing the Super Bowl, especially if they got the Broncos or if they got the Patriots. I said there's no way. There's no way the Seattle team is losing. Sam Darnold, whoa, wow. Talk
Crazy.
about proving his haters wrong. Dude, Sam Darnold's been
I was one of them.
insane.
I'm one
I
of those
know.
haters, bro.
Me too. I think that if you're the Vikings or the Jets or the Panthers, you've got to be kicking yourself, right?
Poverty, man.
You have to. I feel like the Vikings could have gone to the Super Bowl this year if they would have stuck with Sam
100%.
Darnold,
Their
right?
defense was
Am I the only person thinking that? They have one of the best D
no.
coordinators in the NFL. Their defense was not bad
Their
this year
their
at all.
weapons with Hawkinson,
I
Jefferson,
disagree with you
Addison.
guys. I don't think the Vikings are necessarily built for the playoffs.
Interesting.
That's an interesting take. Well, I know this. Justin Jefferson would have more than like 15 catches on the year.
That's very true. That's very true.
Maybe that's a terrible take, but no, this Seahawks team, we talked about it last week, how impressive the dark side has been. How impressive it's been to see this team come alive. Now, we do kind of have to talk about it. We did have issues with the dark side kind of folding a little bit, and just one player in particular, Tariq Woolen, right? Is that who I'm thinking? With his
I was
mental
actually gonna
errors.
bring this up
Unsportsmanlike,
if no one
yeah.
else would.
Yeah, let's
The
talk about
tossing.
that. Because Tariq Woolen had a unsportsmanlike conduct which put the Rams basically back in the game. And then proceeds to the next play get absolutely
Burn.
burnt. He got cooked. The
Kevin
thing
King style.
is that a lot of people going into this game, and even the announcer said, well, the Seahawks don't talk a lot of crap. You know, they shut up and they show you what they're going to do on the field. This is the first time all season that I think I've seen the Seattle defense crumble and have somebody talk. Maybe that's just me, but I don't think I've seen the mental errors until this game.
And if you really looked on the sidelines of the sequence that happened after that, he was getting into it with his teammates and was very, very heated with them. This is gonna be developing. Hopefully, this doesn't fall over into the Super Bowl, especially.
Right.
It would because Reek Woolen is a great player. The play
Was a
that he
great quarterback.
got flagged on for taunting, he made a great play that was gonna force a turnover on downs. like an absolutely great play.
Right.
And mhm. And
It
then
just
you
doesn't
go
seem like the
out and
culture they're
you make
building.
a mistake like that. So
It just doesn't seem like the culture that they've got going right now. It's not the typical what I've come to expect from the Seahawks team. The well disciplined, the we're going to talk with our pads, not with our words type thing.
especially when you've been on the team with this franchise as long as Tariq Woolen has been.
Yeah. Yep. Man. So Super Bowl, right? Super Bowl's coming up. 2 weeks. We've got our big broadcast. Who are you guys taking in the Super Bowl? Analyze it for me, John. What do you got, buddy?
Oh boy, I think it comes down to the defenses. I think with no weather affecting it, I think Drake May plays a better game for sure. I think with the rain against the Texans and the snow against the Broncos, it affected him a little bit. I mean, he's played in Foxborough, but it's only been 2 years he's been with the team. So he hasn't really played many games and many meaningful games in weather like that. So you'll expect his lumps, in those kind of games. But I feel like in San Francisco, in the Super Bowl, I'm sure Tom Brady will be there. Like all these executives for the Patriots, they'll all be there. I think he'll play a great game, but it's really a matter of what defense shows up more and what defense makes the most plays. I mean, watching Darnold do so well in the NFC Championship, he could do the same thing in the Super Bowl. Who knows? He's surprised me many times already. But yeah, truly, I mean, it's a toss up for me. I mean, a lot of people will go with the Seahawks with how good they've been playing and the better offenses they've beat. I don't know. It's tough. I think I'd probably go with the Seahawks. I think whatever team has the better defense, and I think the Seahawks do.
Alex,
Yes,
it's
sir.
2nd and 1 in the fourth quarter, and you have the ball at the 1 yard line, and you're the Seattle Seahawks. You're the head coach. What are you doing?
Handing it to Kenneth Walker.
And then if it's
Throw
third
a
and
slant.
one,
Throw a slant.
throw a slant right inside.
You have JSN. Go
And it's
ahead.
intercepted at the goal line by
Christian
Malcolm Butler.
Gonzalez.
Ay, 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 ay. Talk to me about the Super Bowl, Alex.
Colton, this is Seahawks, no doubt in my mind. And I am fully convinced that the Seattle Seahawks are the best team we have seen in the last 5+ years. Um, Drake May has not lived up. You can say whatever you want about Drake May beating top defenses. His offense has not scored 20 plus in any of those games. The Houston game, he only scored 7 points on 5 turnovers. Like, like, like after his defense forced 5 turnovers. What I mean, sure he can. Sure, maybe his defense can bail him out a little, but the offense of the Seahawks is nothing like what playoff Justin Herbert, divisional round CJ Stroud, a backup in Jarrett Stidham.
Yeah.
That's just my take. I think this is Seahawks by whatever they want.
Another thing to add. It's funny watching highlights of this last game with the Patriots. Will Campbell getting cooked on every play.
Every play.
This
Every
dude
play.
is like
DeMarcus
literally
Lawrence
looking
is going
like,
to have a field day.
oh yeah, for real. Like he's looking like Rasheed Walker and Jordan Morgan, but like together. Like there's like a together player.
And
That's what
it's
he's
only
looking
been in
like
the
right now.
playoffs, though. It's only been
Yeah,
against the premier edge rushers. And I did say it last
pretty
week, didn't
bad.
I? I said Will Campbell's going to struggle against Benito.
Yeah, it's
And
pretty bad.
he's a good kid. He's a good first round pick. He's a great player. He's
He's gonna develop.
done more. Yeah, he's done more to impress me than he has to disappoint me a lot. But in the playoffs when football gets faster, uh yeah, you got to get faster with it, and he's got to
Mhm.
develop for sure. Um yeah, so throughout the show, all year long, I have been saying, Alex, I don't know if you remember this. I've been when we were doing the power ranking segment, Seattle often came in the top 5. and often were at the top. And I was pretty convinced by week 5 or 6 that Seattle was one of the best teams in the NFL. And there were multiple times where I made arguments that they are the best team in the NFL. And then they would have like the occasional blunder, like Sam Darnold would see ghosts like once or twice against really good teams. Uh, but since that very early on point in the season, they've really solidified why they're the best team in the NFL. I would not go as far as Alex went about oh my gosh, they're the top, one of the best teams in the past 5 years to ever go to the Super Bowl. I could argue that last year's Eagles were better than this year's Seahawks team.
100%.
I with that offensive line who is healthy, that defense, Jalen Hurts and AJ Brown not feuding every single day, and then that's right, 2,000 plus rush yards Saquon Barkley. I know he didn't have a touchdown in the Super Bowl, but that literally it doesn't matter because they blew them out by what felt like
BTA.
literally what felt like 80 points against Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. Literally ended that dynasty. Oh, and then I would argue that the Rams team that made it in 2022 would also be better than them. Aaron Donald, Matt Stafford, I mean, Cooper Kupp, Super Bowl MVP. But Cooper Kupp's back for another Super Bowl, maybe a second Super Bowl MVP, maybe possibly. But guys, I've been saying this literally for weeks now. I don't think any team in the league right now can beat Seattle. Actually, that's a lie. I think that if they matched up better against, per se, the Bills, or if the Bills probably, if they made it to the Super Bowl, could have given them a run for their money. Or even like the Jaguars. If the Jaguars made it, I think that they could have given Seattle a run for their money. But I don't see, on the path that it took to get here for the Patriots, I cannot see them winning this football game. And I see, I'm torn apart because I really love Drake May and I really want Drake May to do really well, but I literally cannot see this happening. I can't. I think the Rams are going to be Seattle's toughest game all season.
I mean, yeah, they had 3 of them and they were all close.
Yep. All heaters too. I don't know. I've been on the Seattle train all season, and I said it once, I'll say it again. I will hammer Seahawks and whatever it takes in the sports books all week.
They're pretty good.
All right. Well, that's Super Bowl talk, but let's talk some stuff in the NFL because this bothers me. This bothers me. Not often do you see a Packer in the news for getting arrested. Rasheed Walker was arrested at LaGuardia Airport in New York on Friday morning after he tried to check a bag and declare that he had a handgun and ammunition. His luggage contained a locked box holding a gun and his 9mm pistol and 36 rounds of ammo. His attorney says that the firearm is legally licensed in Wisconsin, where Walker plays football, and Walker didn't realize he could travel with it in New York. Now, why does this bother me? Okay? Because what Rasheed Walker did is not illegal at all. It's literally not illegal. And here's what I'm really upset about is if you read the comments of that post, people are saying, well, that guy's an idiot. Why would you bring a gun on a plane? No, you're an idiot because you didn't know that you could bring a gun on the plane.
Yeah.
Literally, like, oh my gosh, you shouldn't have checked a gun. You should not have tried to put a gun in your checked baggage. Said who? I've done it. I know people who do it. I know so many people that do it. This is Wisconsin. This is God's country, okay? In case anybody needed to know. You can check a bag. John, is that the same in Arizona too?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, as far as I know.
So New York comes out with some bullcrap law about, oh, you can't do this, you can't do that. BS. If the exact laws that I was reading in Wisconsin is if you declare that there is a firearm in your checked baggage, like they give you a special sticker you can check it underneath the plane. Like, you can't bring it in your carry-on. That's stupid, right? But yeah, of course. I don't know. Am I the only one who's really burnt up about this? Because it feels like a story that should not have been told, and it feels like a lot of people who know absolutely zero about guns, like, really gets me. Maybe it's because I work at a gun store. Maybe it's because I work at a hunting store that I think that this is bogus. But
Hey, well, Walker's probably gone anyway, so don't
I know. Yeah, actually, John, while we're at it, let's talk Packers free agents for this year because I did want to talk about it. Last week, or this week on the show, we talked about Malik Willis and how he is on his way out. Few guys of note: Quay Walker, Romeo Dobbs, Rasheed Walker are all guys going out the door, possibly, unless we want to franchise tag any of them. John Toma, Quay Walker, do you let him walk? That's a funny joke. I didn't mean for it. Do you let him go?
Oh boy. See, I I've been iffy on him. I mean, he made those dumb mistakes earlier in his career, those unsportsmanlike conduct penalties he had in like big games, but he's really turned into a solid player. And I mean, I really don't know if we're going to get anything better. I mean, Cooper's a dog. We got to keep him when his contract's up in a couple of years. But I think what we have, like when once Parsons comes back, and we if we get something to help our secondary, maybe we sign Diggs to a smaller contract so we don't have to pay him as much money. Boost that secondary. Keep Walker. Keep that. I don't know how we keep him because we definitely don't have the money, but I'd much rather keep him and lose like a Walker and a Dobbs because we got a lot of receivers. Linebackers are a dime a dozen in the league, um, especially
But
as
good
of late.
linebackers. But good linebackers. That's where I'm caught up. Quay Walker has worked himself from zero to hero for this Packers
Hmm.
team. Literally, everybody was calling for his head on a chopping block, and he
Hmm.
has developed into a leader. He's the defensive play caller when he's on the field. He's the one who has the mic in his helmet.
Hmm.
I can't see us moving away from Quay Walker. We have to extend him. We have to.
No.
Romeo Dobbs. This is a sad one, right? Because we want to keep Rome and we love
Yep.
Rome, and what Romeo went through 2 years ago with that mental health crisis,
Mm.
comes back, catches a touchdown, the entire team surrounds him. He's crying. I'm crying on my couch.
For real.
This one's really gonna hurt if he is gone. Um,
It is.
pe- People have been saying get rid of him, but it hurts my heart.
I know it does. It's just seeing the Packers receiver wear that 87,
What
brings me back, man.
He's so clutch too, other than that Bears
Oh, for
game. But
real.
he's been
Yeah,
so clutch.
definitely.
Um, Rasheed Walker,
Eh, see you later,
unfortunately,
buddy.
gotta go. Sean Ryan
Mm,
as a
if
backup or as a
yeah,
starting guard, I like it.
if he takes a little amount of money, sure.
Kingsley and Ekbari,
I like him a lot. I like him a lot. He makes plays. If we could, I would want to keep him.
yes. Um, John Fitzpatrick, but he has that torn Achilles,
Torn Achilles, yeah. I mean, nothing insane. I mean, I'm sure we wouldn't lose that much without him.
right? So there are two guys that would basically save the entire Packers cap space if we cut Rashawn Gary and Elton Jenkins.
Hmm.
I can't see Elton Jenkins going. He was literally,
Yeah,
when he wasn't hurt, that doesn't make any sense to me. I can see him restructuring his deal, but not going.
yeah. No, Gary on the other end, that guy could get out of here. That guy
Uh,
is pretty poop.
Alex, what did I say in my scroll? Was send Rashawn Gary to the gulag or something?
Yeah,
Yeah,
please.
send him somewhere.
That guy sucks.
Uh, let's see. Actually, while we're on this, let's talk some Colts. Some Colts free agents.
Yeah,
Alex,
sure.
Quiddy Pay.
Absolutely not. This dude had like 3.5 sacks all season as a starter.
Nick Cross.
Nick Cross is a must. This dude is probably our best defensive back right now, especially when it comes to
You
run stop.
you have Sauce. You have Sauce Gardner.
Well, out of the ones that can stay healthy,
Fair.
like out
Alec
of if we're talking just this year, it's Nick Cross, easy.
Alec Pierce.
Alec Pierce is also a must resign. He is our deep threat. He has cemented himself as our number one guy as of now.
Mo Alley Cox.
Mo is a hard one. See, we do have actually we don't have a lot of backup tight ends outside of Warren, and Mo Alley Cox has served as a solid backup. So if we have the cap space to be able to resign him, we probably should. He's a want, but not a must.
All right, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with the big one, Alex, and then John, you can pipe in on this one too. Daniel Jones, quarterback.
Yep, Daniel Jones obviously is the big one, and the Colts have already expressed interest in re-signing him, trying their best to bring everyone they can back, and just hoping and praying that they don't get as injured as they were last year, which is the right move, honestly. Like this team was built to win. They were 8-2 when they were healthy. They are a great team, especially on defense when they're healthy. And with playing his first full season in Indy, Lou Anarumo can now just start spamming man coverage, and we can just thrive defensively. It's going to be a lot of fun to see if we can stay healthy. But that's a big if.
John, if you're the Colts, do you think it's a no-brainer to bring back Daniel Jones?
I mean, if I was a Colts fan, I didn't see anything like that is worthy of getting rid of him. You know, like he didn't make any like dumb plays. Like I mean, obviously he got injured, which was tough, but I feel like if he stays healthy, they're making the playoffs. Maybe not doing much of the playoffs, but they're making the playoffs. And yeah, I mean, from what I've seen, they should resign him.
So I have a list from PFF. They have ranked the top 250 free agents. Now, this one, I didn't even know that he was up for free agency because didn't he just sign a deal? Edge rusher Trey Hendrickson of the Cincinnati Bengals is a free agent.
Didn't he get tagged?
Yeah, probably tagged. He probably got tagged.
Yeah,
But
I
he
think
is
he
a free
did.
agent then, unless they tag him again.
Intriguing.
That could
Intriguing.
be huge. That could be huge
Reunite
for a
with Lou
team.
Anarumo?
There is no way the Colts are getting Trey Hendrickson. No way. That's never happening, dude. No. John, if you're Trey Hendrickson, where do you want to go? Ideal pick. Like,
Packers. Packers, man. Come on.
right.
We cut Rashawn Gary, cut Keyshawn Nixon, cut Brandon McManus, cut whatever other bums we need to get that cap space. Sign that guy to a 2-3 year deal, maybe 30 mil. Get him on our team. I don't know, man.
Yeah. Which is crazy though, because he thinks that he's one of the premier edge rushers. He's going for Micah Parsons money.
Boo.
Here's another great one. George Pickens, free agent. That man is going to get tagged so fast. Jerry Jones loves his franchise tags, right? That doesn't feel like that's
I
staying that
swear
way.
someone gets tagged every year.
Yeah, for Jerry. Oh yeah. Yeah, absolutely. And it's like premier players like that he doesn't want to pay yet. And like wait 2 or 3 years, and then you have to overpay the guy, reset the market type thing. Whew. Tyler Lindenbaum, center, Baltimore Ravens.
Mm.
This this feels like it has New York Giants or Green Bay Packers written all over it. I can't lie. It's got Giants because of Harbaugh, right? They need a solid, reliable center. They need to bolster that O line. That seems like it's just a match made in heaven with Jackson Dart and Cam Scadaboo too. Yeah, and then Packers because then we can move Rasheed Walker. I'm sorry, Elton Jenkins back out to guard where we paid him to be. That feels like a Gutekunst move if I've ever heard one in my life.
I don't imagine Linderbaum would want to leave the Ravens though.
Depends on how the coaching cycle goes. I mean, who they hire at their coordinator positions, right? He could really hate this new staff. Devin Lloyd, linebacker, Jacksonville Jaguars. They're running
He's
it
staying
back.
with the Jaguars, no doubt.
Yeah, they're
There's
running that
no
back.
way.
Jamal Dean, Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Mm.
That also feels like I hate to be the guy who's like Packers. That's why I wish Gabe was on because that's normally his job.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest with you. That also feels like it's got Packers written all over it for free agency.
He's a ball hawk, man.
Yeah,
He's a ball hawk.
if we can't find the guys that we need in the draft, which I don't think any cornerbacks in this draft are stunning me so far. I can absolutely see them trying to make big deals at the cornerback position because it is a must. I could also see the Bears doing it though. That's maybe the sad part for me. I could see the Bears going for a cornerback. Here's a guy, Kenneth Walker.
Now here's a guy.
Kind of reminds me of Patrick Mahomes a little bit.
Look at little homie.
Kenneth Walker is a free agent after the Super Bowl.
I don't see him leaving Seattle. There's no way.
It doesn't make any sense.
I have seen Packers like cut Josh Jacobs, go and sign Kenneth Walker.
No, don't cut Jacobs. That feels terrible. That feels like a terrible move. Anybody who blames Josh Jacobs' down season this year on Jacobs clearly needs to look at the offensive line. That's my opinion on that. Oh my gosh, I'm going to botch this name. I always do. Owe? Los Angeles Chargers?
Odafe Owe with the Ravens.
Hey, that wasn't bad, boys. With the Chargers. Because he was with the Ravens, got traded to the Chargers.
Yeah.
Another edge rusher. Devin Bush.
He's good.
I'm just saying, Colts need a linebacker. Bad. They don't want to admit it, but they do.
Okay, so this
Jair
list
needs
is
to be
now
cut.
getting less interesting. Breece Hall is going to go and have a 2,000 yard rushing season behind anybody who's not the New York Jets.
Yeah, absolutely.
Is that a bad take?
He'll probably go to the Chiefs. That's my guess.
Yeah, that makes sense. Nicole B. Dean, linebacker. He's a free agent. He'll stay with Philly.
Mm-hmm.
Mike Evans is a free agent
He's
this
staying
year.
with
He's
Tampa.
gotta stay.
There's no
He's
way.
gotta stay. Yeah.
That doesn't feel like it changes. Jalen Phillips, Philadelphia Eagles. He was traded there, right? From
He's
Yeah.
gonna
the
stay with
Dolphins.
Philly. Anyone who
don't
goes
know.
to Philly stays with Philly.
I'm gonna hit you with
Not
two
Reggie
running backs. Yeah, fair. Reggie White. I'm gonna hit you with two running backs. Travis Etienne and Rico Dowdle are both free agents.
Overrated.
Don't even. Travis is good, dude. I refuse. You know who was better? You know who was better? You guys ready for a throwback here? James Robinson was better than Travis Etienne, and if they would have
Mm,
stuck with James Robinson,
Yes.
there would have been no issues.
he was
John
good.
Toma, fun fact, I went to school with James Robinson.
Are you serious?
I did, and I watched him break the Illinois state rushing record at my homecoming, my 7th grade year.
That's sick.
Yes. So, have I have talked to James Robinson. I would like to clarify, maybe like 3 times in my life. Would he have any clue onto who I am? No. There's no
Hey, but
shot.
that's something though.
I did go to
I
school with
actually
him,
have a
and he
fun
was
fact for you, Colton.
what?
So there was another running back. I'm sorry, I totally interrupted.
No, you're okay.
But there was another running back on that roster that year in 2020. His name was Dare Ogumbawale. He is now on the Houston Texans. He was known for making an extra point in one of the games a couple years ago for Houston. But Dare Ogumbawale went to my high school. So what that means is that in 2020, the Jaguars had a running back room with someone from your high school and a running back from my high school.
Darn right.
Crazy.
Darn right. Man. Malik Willis, 18, ranked.
He's gone,
Where's
man. It's so sad, but he's gone.
Where's he going? Where's he going?
He's going to the Jets, bro.
What? No, he's not.
He's going to the Jets, man.
No, no. That'll kill his career. Please
I
no.
know it would, but I think he is.
He's got to be a Miami Dolphin. He has to be.
Uh,
I can't see a world where that's not happening.
Minnesota Vikings.
No, no. He's not going to the Vikings.
I mean, I'd much rather the Dolphins out of any of those teams, but yeah, seeing another old Packers quarterback in a Jets jersey again would just be horrid.
Ay, ay, ay. He's Dolphins written all over it. Jeff Halfley, I mean, they've got the GM who came from Green Bay. Their defensive coordinator is our DB's coach, just came over. I can't imagine that they won't steal somebody from our offensive staff too. I could see them hiring Stinovich as their offensive coordinator easily. It's just going to be Green Bay South. I don't know what it is with the Jets and the Dolphins. It feels like, and the Vikings sometimes, and the Bears actually. I don't know why there are teams in the NFL that are just insistent on taking the Packers sloppy seconds, like all the time.
It has to do with schemes.
You think?
I know that's true because we share a lot of the same schemes with the Philadelphia Eagles, and that's what happens with us. If you remember Trey Burton, who threw the Philly special touchdown, he ended up spending a couple years with us. Nick Sirianni was the Colts offensive coordinator and accepted a job there. Shane Steichen was the Eagles offensive coordinator when they went to the Super Bowl in 22. Actually, the coach we had before that, Frank Reich, was the offensive coordinator of the Eagles the year they won it with Nick Foles. So they basically just share back and forth with each other because we basically share the same offensive schemes. So we basically just exchange a whole bunch of our players with the Eagles. And it
Alex,
100% has to do with schemes.
Alex, I don't want to interrupt you.
I'm
Maya,
so sorry.
no. I don't want to interrupt you. Maya walked over and handed me this muffin. She made mango muffins, and they slap.
Mango.
Well,
They
that sounds
slap.
good.
They are so good.
You got to give me one of those.
I will. It's
Actually,
still
don't, because I'm
warm.
watching my weight.
It is still warm. Oh my word. Okay, while I finish chewing, Debo Samuel and Kyle Pitts.
Kyle Pitts will thrive with whatever team signs him. If it's not Atlanta.
If you're Kyle Pitts, I don't want to go back to Atlanta.
Absolutely not.
I'm gone. I'm gone. I'm sorry. I'm going so fast to a different team. Debo Samuel
gonna be there?
What? What do you got, John?
Who's going to be their quarterback? Falcons.
It's Kirko. It's 100% Kirko. Penix still has to recover from an ACL tear. The second time. Here's a bold take. Penix might not come back and play football after tearing his ACL 3 times.
Yeah.
It'd be painful to watch as an Indiana fan, but I don't know.
Yeah. Let's talk Debo. Flashes in the early part of the season, fell off at the end, but the whole team did. So
Well, the team was dealing with a whole bunch of different injuries, so they will
these
be
are some
back. The Commanders will be.
Seattle Seahawks. Rashid Shaheed.
Mm. I mean, they got to keep him.
He's 100% staying. There is no way they will re-sign. Oh, they are keeping him. He has been a playmaker for them. He has been the depth position, and he has caused JSN to get open more times than I can count.
That's true. That's true. I'm not totally sure. It just felt like get better right now type
And
of
it
trade.
worked. It worked.
Yeah, it did.
Joey
Just
Bosa, Buffalo Bill. Oh, go ahead. You take yours.
Never mind. Sorry.
Joey Bosa, Buffalo Bills.
Either retiring or maybe staying.
Run it back with
Yeah, I
whoever.
don't think anyone's going to want him. This is the
No.
who want me? No, 100%.
I could see the Bengals taking him to replace Trey Hendrickson. Aaron Rodgers.
It's
Aaron
either
Rodgers.
he stays.
Aaron Rodgers is absolutely
Steelers,
coming back to Pittsburgh.
retires.
They
or
hired Mike
that's
McCarthy
it.
just for him to come back.
He's currently going into another darkness retreat. Did you see that? To
Yeah, I
decide if
did
he's
see
playing
that.
football again.
I did see that.
See, I got all emotional on the show because I thought I watched Aaron Rodgers play his last snaps of football, and it's all going to be worth nothing. Calais Campbell. That feels like a retirement waiting to
I
happen
didn't even
after
know
18
he was
seasons.
still in the league.
Yeah, that feels like he's retiring.
Legendary player though when he played though.
Oh yeah, great player.
Javonte Williams.
Speedy guy.
No way Dallas doesn't re-sign him.
Very
Right.
speedy.
Unless they go out and try to get Dowdle. I could see that. Because try to get him back, I mean. Ooh. We already talked about Rasheed Walker. Khalil Mack is a free agent this year. After 12 seasons. He rounded out that defense so well.
I don't see him leaving.
I can't either. Wow, here's a name I didn't know was still in the NFL. Jadeveon Clowney. He's with the Cowboys right now. His 7th team in 8 years. How long has he been around?
Oh, I don't even know, man. 12 years?
He was drafted first overall in 2014.
Ooh, I've got a few more for you. I'm going to hit number 50 on this list and then we'll be done. Dallas Goedert of the Philadelphia Eagles.
That's interesting. There's a lot of teams that need a tight end.
I would take him in the interim until Tucker Kraft is healthy. I would love to run a dual tight end set with Dallas Goedert and Tucker Kraft. Oh,
He's not going to come for cheap though.
he may. He might. He
Who knows?
could. Tariq Woolen of the Seattle Seahawks.
Not touching that diva.
After what he did this
ain't
weekend,
leaving
and if he does it again, I bet they wouldn't resign him if he keeps doing that kind of crap.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. I'm gonna find one more. Everybody else down here is kind of like, there's not many really, really good ones that I'm seeing. I'm actually all the way down to 60, and I can't see anybody. Oh, this is fun. Russell Wilson.
Who want me?
Who want me? Yeah, Unku's.
Just go back to the Badgers.
Fun fact, John. One of my friends Peter Kahns, played with Russell Wilson
Really?
and went to the Rose Bowl with Russell Wilson and won, and
Wow.
was one of the highest drafted centers. It was the highest drafted center in his year, but I think in like the 2010 era, he was the highest drafted center.
What was his name?
Peter Kahns. Hang on, I'll pull him up. Taught his kids piano. That's so funny.
Wow.
He would hate this picture. I know for a fact he hates this picture. Hang on. Hang on, I'll pull him up. This picture is like from 10 years ago. Him and his son look almost identical. That's scary. There he is.
Hmm. Wow.
This
Yeah.
is this is more like what he looks like now. Hang on. Man, that's like freshman Peter Kahns. Hopefully he's allegedly we're gonna have him on the show at some point. I don't know when,
Hmm.
but allegedly that's happening. This is about what he looks like now.
Yeah.
Definitely not that grizzled young man. I get the absolute privilege of coaching alongside him at our youth football camp every. I say our, it's his youth football camp, but he has given me way too much wiggle room.
That's fun though.
So I run the conditioning drills, which why is me an absolute overweight fat man running conditioning drills? Pfft, don't ask me. But I will never forget. I am literally screaming at these little kids. I've got a kid who's crying and puking, and yeah, I know, so humane. I walked over to my wife after, and she goes, "I don't think I like you when you're playing football," because I just turn on a whole different whole. I have an alter ego. I call him Nine type mentality. Except mine's actually scary and does something.
That's funny.
Ay. Man. See, just good stories now. I don't have anything else, I don't think. Unless you guys do.
Can we talk about why Shador Sanders was nominated as a Pro Bowl alternate?
Because of his last name.
That is it.
Because of his last name, and he was the only healthy quarterback in the AFC.
Basically.
Alex, who else would have
Yeah.
gone over him? Who's not injured?
Lamar.
Fair.
Fitting. Very fitting.
Sorry.
That was-
I had to have
the
that one
imposter.
dialed up.
He is a clear imposter.
Yeah, such an
Joe
imposter.
Burrow was back to being healthy for the second half of the year.
True, but did he play Pro Bowl quarterback status?
Did
heck,
Shador Sanders?
I would have put Stroud in over him even after that divisional round performance.
Yeah, for real.
CJ Stroud? That's crazy. That's
Cam
crazy.
Ward I would have probably put over him.
I would love to see Cam Ward throwing it to some receivers of that caliber.
Yeah.
That'd be great. Yeah, that would be pretty great. Man. Yeah, I don't know, man. Shador does not belong. He's definitely the odd duck for sure. Man, does that count as a Pro Bowl selection then? For him? Like,
I
can he
think it
say that
does.
he's a Pro Bowler because he's going?
Yeah. I think it
Yeah,
does.
I'm sure he's gonna cook in flag football. Yeah, I'm sure. That'll be great. Send him to the Olympics. Send him to the Olympics. See what happens. Here's a valid question. Who's our Olympic quarterback for the Team USA in 2 years
Hmm.
for flag football?
No one in the NFL.
Not true. They are sending NFL players.
Lamar?
No way. Lamar's legs can't
Flag
read a
football
defense.
is a completely different game.
It doesn't matter if you can sling the ball at 7-on-7s. You do that every practice. Every practice. It's like the first thing you do when you get into an NFL system. They are sending NFL players. Literally, why would the NFL be pushing flag football this much? They are 100. They're going to take a book out of the NHL's page because the NHL sends players every other year, and now they do every single year because they have the Four Nation Face-Off, basically the Olympics light, but cooler. I must say I'm a huge fan of the Four Nations Face-Off. And then they have the Olympics, so they're doing an every other year thing. I don't know. The NFL is totally prepping them to go. And I'm pretty sure Goodell has even said that they are absolutely... Because the Olympics are going to be in the States, we have... Can you imagine? What if we lose at football? What if the United States loses at their own game? Are you joking? Well, the NBA sends players to the Olympics. The NFL is sending players to play football at the Olympics. There is no chance in my mind that that's not happening. Who's our quarterback?
I don't know.
Deep in thought. Alex, you've got to have some name.
It's 2 years from now.
It doesn't matter. This is a relevant conversation.
Knowing
Arch
our luck, it's
Manning.
going to be Caleb Williams.
Yeah, Caleb Williams, when there's nobody pressuring him, is going to be fantastic, right?
Yes.
Man, honestly, send Drake May to the Olympics. Send Drake May. Matthew Stafford will be gone by then. He'll be retired.
I don't know. I really don't know.
Send Fernando Mendoza.
Whoa,
Actually,
down,
that's
Jamal.
pretty
Don't
good.
pull out the nine.
Whoa. Calm down, Jamal. Don't pull out the 9.
We're sending 9. We're sending JJ McCarthy to the Olympics. Man, we'll have to keep talking this Olympics thing because as it gets closer. For receivers, you're sending Puka Nacua, JSN, Jamar Chase, and Justin Jefferson. I don't think there's any doubt in my mind. Those are your 4 receivers.
Mm-hmm.
For tight end, you're sending Tucker Kraft. Who are you sending for DBs?
You're sending Tyler Warren for tight end.
No,
Pat
you're
Surtain.
not. Pat Surtain.
Yes, you are.
Yes, Pat Surtain. And there's so many good options. This Olympics thing has me really intrigued. Well, boys, I don't have anything else unless, Alex, you do.
That was my only thing.
Great. Well, with that, I don't think that I have it listed as a sponsorship for tonight. But would you like to see something as we're winding down? And while Alex gives us the ad read.
What is it?
Look it.
Well,
Oh, come on. Yeah, baby.
Yo.
Oh, yeah,
Business
baby.
card.
Official
that
business card.
That wraps up this episode of Late Night with the Toxic Couch crew. But before we go, we just got to thank our sponsor one last time, which is Heinrich's Harmony. So, offering private piano, guitar, and voice lessons. If you're looking to improve in any of those areas, just go to stepstograce.com and enroll. Scroll under. I can't even find the ad read anymore. If you're
You were doing great.
Yeah, just visit stepstograce.com and scroll down to Heinrich's Harmony, where faith and music come together in perfect harmony.
Nice. Well done, sir. All right, well, that does it for our show, Toxic Couch Late Night. We are back this time next week. We're not going to have any games to discuss, so it's just going to be like a normal podcast with a bunch of white dudes and Joey talking football.
They even participate.
Oh, they'll be here next week, I'm
We'll
sure.
just be spinning.
Yeah, they'll just spin the whole time. Man, that's all I've got for everybody. If you're on YouTube, like and subscribe. If you're watching on Twitch, make sure you drop a follow. And that's it. See ya. That's right. We said we were going to call everybody couch potatoes, right? Bye, couch potatoes.
Peace.
Bye, toxic couch potatoes.
Toxic Couch TV, your weekly show with glee. Colton and Alex Harmony. Toxic Couch TV.
Great.
Toxic Couch TV. Stay tuned, folks.